right, everybody. How's it going? How's everybody? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the Nap Time Podcast, the premier podcast you want to listen to while you're making love to your wife, or the podcast you want to listen to while we're making love to your wife. As always, I'm joined by my guest, my co-host Robert, on this fucking train wreck, and I'm joined here today by a very special guest. Some call him the eunuch of Munich. Some call him the SJW of tech. I'd like to introduce you, our friend Angelo. Angelo, how you doing today?
I'm excellent. It's Friday and I still work tomorrow.
That's terrible. My God.
Robert, say hi.
I did that to you.
You can say
Hi.
You can say
Hi.
Hi, Robert.
Hi to everyone. Hi to you, Angelo.
Hi to you specifically, Robert.
Do the what?
Hi specifically to you, man.
Thank you. I feel fucking special. I feel so goddamn blessed today.
Hi to you. You know what? I was thinking about this. I should have wrote down questions. So we're gonna be flying on the seat of our pants.
Oh God.
But that's perfectly okay. Quick question. All right. So I just talked about eunuchs. In the situation that would you ever castrate yourselves? Like, would you ever live without your junk?
Do you lose like all fucking libido if you fucking castrate yourself?
See, I've thought about that too. And honestly, without the use of my penis, I feel like I would jack off a lot less and I'd be a lot more productive.
Yeah, but what if you just get super horny and there's nothing you could do to satiate it?
Just laid out like a Ken doll. Real smooth. I don't know. You know what? That's a good question. I should ask someone who's been castrated. Angelo, your response.
I guess to answer your original question, God, cancer?
Yeah, no, that's all.
I mean, that happens. Man, I don't know. I guess I don't know too much about it just because I'm afraid of looking into it. Shit happens.
When you lose your penis, or?
I mean, yeah, it happens. I guess.
I don't know how frequently it does happen. Oh, what's the statistic? What's the statistic for castrations? Like accidental castrations. I think the possibility of somebody going whoops, getting their thing lopped off is.
I know that there were actually quite a bit of castrated people who were rapists, and they try to, do crazy shit, and they just get their dick bit right off, and they wouldn't go into a doctor because they didn't want to go to jail.
So they're just eunuchs.
Yeah, no, it's not. It was like, I don't know. I don't want to do disservice to eunuchs.
Yeah, I think
those guys deserved it.
Eunuchs? I was like, I don't know, man. I was looking at eunuchs, and they're like bodyguard. They're like the fucking white knights of ye olden days. They're the original. They're like fucking. They're dudes who got their dicks cut off so they could become bodyguards. They're like old timey vigilantes, so they could protect whores. Well, not whores. That's probably not like a politically correct way to state it.
Concubines, perhaps.
Concubines, women of the night.
God, women of the night is such a classy title.
It is such a classy title, honestly, because it's such a way. Whore is such a harsh term. Whore is such a harsh term. All right, so this is our first episode back. How's everybody doing? How are you, Angelo? How are you guys enjoying your new year without the country falling apart and
oh God,
everything going on? Is it going off to a good start?
Apart? The fuck do you mean without it falling apart? It's dead.
It's dead.
When's the inauguration? This shit's gonna hit the fan. Are you ready? My uncle's been prepping ammo since fucking 2018. We have enough ammunition for a fucking army. Not a small army, not a militia. I mean a full fucking battalion, army, general, everything, the whole 9 yards. He's only missing like fucking war jets and shit. Oh, I don't understand them. I really don't.
Oh my God. Well, but how are you guys doing as like individually?
Yeah, like, I woke up in 2021 an optimist and, fell asleep on January 6th. Just, I don't know, maybe I didn't fall asleep on January 6th. God, I'm still pretty shocked about it. But,
Yeah, it's shocking with everything that's going on in the world. I mean, I think overall, past it, I think I'm doing pretty. I think I'm doing pretty well. I mean, I've got my Japanese cartoons to hold me down.
Oh God, I need to get some more Japanese cartoons in my life. I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys can help me. I just like, fuck, man. I don't know.
I can't stop jerking it to anime. I need your help.
I just the last anime I watched, I couldn't even tell you. God, what makes it? Oh God, I can fucking rant right now.
Do it. Go off. Come on.
Like, so, you guys watch Attack on Titan?
Oh yes. Oh,
okay. So I figured out I'm like in the middle of season 3 apparently, and I thought I was caught up, and so I am just like multiplied. Like my motivation is just gone. It's just gone. I don't I'm so far behind, and it's the last season that's like simulcasting right now.
Oh, the final season?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Wait, did it come out? Don't spoil it.
It's on episode 5 right now on Verve. I think in Crunchyroll.
Shit.
See, now you're behind, Robert. How do you feel? Do you just want to, drive the nearest ice pick?
I feel disappointed. I want that ice pick. I need that ice pick.
Yeah, you fucking loser. Can't you fucking keep up?
I've given up everything that made me a man.
Yeah, that just pissed me off, man. Just pissed me off.
Season 3 is the best. Is like one of my favorite seasons of like an anime. Season 3 of Attack on Titan.
Oh wow.
My mind.
It's good.
It was great, and I don't know. I thought I finished it. Fuck, man. I think what happened is I stopped watching it because they went on like a 2 or 3 week hiatus.
They went on like a freaking 2-year hiatus.
Well, yeah, well that too. Like, but in the middle of the simulcast, right?
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, cool, that was the season. Yeah. Okay, so there was one, right? I don't want to do any spoilers. Fuck,
dude. You just hear Angelo just covered his eyes. I don't want to fucking hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. I like it. I think Attack on Titan's like probably like one of the best anime.
It's definitely one of my favorite. It's not one of those crappy like freaking teenage romance things. It's like,
hey, whatever, man.
Shit violence.
Okay, you leave that alone.
Don't insult other people's tests or their tastes.
Yeah, come on.
Or their testes.
That's a bigot statement.
Boys with bussies. It is.
My name is Robbie, and I the fucking anime's turning the frogs straight, and I don't like it.
Oh my god.
It's giving boys bussies.
It's giving boys bussies.
It's giving boys bussies. It's turning them over to the devil. They don't love the spirit of justice. They love their father.
I watched Monster Musume, and I nearly came into my pants due to Satan.
Satan. And Satan has a form, and it's Hatsune Miku.
Toei Desuku, motherfucker.
Toei Desuku.
I don't actually know fucking Japanese.
Are you looking for recommendations, Angelo? Are you looking for what are you looking for?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I've just had this problem like with 2020 in general. Starting new things was really tough. Like, just because basically, like for me at least, I was in like kind of like a survival mode. Just I would come back to things that I'd watched that made me feel safe and secure.
Yeah.
Would tuck me in at night, kiss on the forehead.
Honestly, those things do that. Isn't that weird? It's very comforting.
Yeah, no, high key. Like, it's, like you have those shows or those movies, those anime that, like you can just go back to, and it's like, it's a good thing. It's a good relationship. And
it is.
And yeah, like there were a few shows that I'd watched, but I just didn't. I don't think I watched any new anime like in 2020, or maybe I'm just trying to forget it all. But
or like 2019 or anything like that. Did you watch anything during 2019?
I mean, yeah, like God, I'm trying to think of the last thing I watched. Okay, shit, I'm lying. Okay, like I did watch. Fuck, what's it called? I'm just gonna throw myself against a wall. I can't like. Okay. Oh, Agretsuko.
Oh,
Right.
Gretzko?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
Like, yeah.
Oh, that one's adorable as fuck.
It's just, you know, it's heartwarming. It's relatable. I mean, you know, I can't death metal scream, but you know, I'll do it internally.
You can live vicariously through the anime. You can live vicariously.
Yeah, no, I did watch. I'm not sure if it had to have been last year that I watched it, and then the new season came out last year too. Yeah, so it's a good one.
Oh yeah, season 3. Season 3 came out last
season
year, right?
3. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
That's one of the
crazy.
One of the good things to happen.
Oh my god, you guys need to watch it. It's crazy.
It's definitely a recommended anime.
Oh, for sure.
I'm really bad about it because I'm the same way. I have a hard time getting into new anime.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a weird point that recently I've been getting into a lot of seasonal anime where like I'll binge watch all the good seasonal anime, like all the ones that have just like my girlfriend hates it because she wants to watch a show with me. And I remember we were watching we were watching Madoka Magica, which is a classic anime. I highly recommend it. It's like a nice little like commentary on magical girls. Like it's like Sailor Moon, but it's really fucked up. I think is the best way I can say it.
What? Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, it's not for everyone, but I think it's a classic. But like we were watching it, and Danny was like, "This is a really good show," and then she fucking went out. She was just out. She wakes up at 3. She wakes up at 4 a.m. She's like, "What's going on?" She's like
up, right?
Like a scared animal. She's like, "What happened?" And I was like, "Dude, I just finished it."
Christ.
I'm bad, dude. I'm really bad. Like I'll watch it all the way to the end. I saw 25. I remember watching Darling in the Franxx, which was like 25 episodes. I sat down. I remember I was going to school at the time. I was in my dorm. I started episode 1 at like 6 p.m. I'm on episode 25, 6 a.m. And I'm like, shit, I gotta get ready for class.
What the fuck? You're a beast.
I'm disgusted. I don't mean to be. I hate it. I love it, but I hate it.
Oh man, I wish I had your fucking your chutzpah. That is astounding.
It's unhealthy. It's so fucking unhealthy.
No, it'll you know it do that to you sometimes, you know.
When it hits different. When it hits different. When it really hits different.
Oh my god, I did that with a video game. I do that with video games more than I do anime. I've done that with anime a couple times where I fucking stay up not 6 a.m. like you because you're a monster. I stay up around like 3 or 4. Like occasionally, and that's horrifying for me. But I did that yesterday and the day before that with Subnautica.
I've heard about that game. That game looks really good.
I thought it looked so shitty. I really did. I don't know why. I thought it looked terrible, but then I played it because freaking Jacksepticeye like made a video and he just came out and he was like, I really envy those who haven't played this and are gonna play it. It's an absolute recommended game. It's one of the best games ever. And I was like, it doesn't even look that good because it's got a bunch of bugs. It's got a bunch of glitches. It's an indie game, but it's honestly like my biggest fear is the water. What was that one game about where you're a shark and eventually you turn into a megalodon?
I don't know.
Monopoly.
I think it's Monopoly. It could be that, Jenga, or I'm guessing. I think the closest one to that is probably Sorry.
My God.
Maybe the stock market. Robert.
I have a real big fear about freaking water games, so I was literally like screaming at Subnautica all the time, and I like had to shut it off a couple times. You know how like when you made me play that one scary game? Imagine that times probably about times 4.
Oh God! Like you actually have a fear of water?
Yeah. Oh, legit.
You didn't take bath. I don't. Don't take showers.
No, it's just water that you swim in.
He takes
like,
dry baths.
I get like, ugh!
He rolls around in the dirt whenever he's got like ketchup on him or something.
How do you feel
Gotta
about
go
the,
take a
you
dirt
know,
bath.
say the Pacific Ocean?
Pacific.
You know, to make you feel small.
It does. Oh my god, it so does.
You know what? Last night I was screaming with friends and I was drawing, and one of them has an irrational fear of sharks. And we were talking about that. We got in an argument about that because he said, because you know, it's the whole thing is like most animals are like scared of like humans. That's why that's why they preserve. That's why they're still like around, because they actually avoid us. And sharks are one of the like the more evasive creatures. Like they'll stay away from you. And then he was just he's just spouting like, "What are you talking about? Sharks are gonna kill you. Sharks are gonna come out. They're gonna come out of the water. And they're gonna fucking kill you." You know, like there's like 10 deaths in the world. If you are part of one of those 10 deaths, you deserve to fucking die. You had it
Normally
coming.
it's just them being curious. Actually, more people die from like what is it? Cougars, mountain lions,
Hippos.
Hippos are the fucking worst. You see a hippo, you better act like there's a shark on water that's freaking 20 times your size and 100 times your weight. You gotta fucking run.
Yeah. Hippos are like the Jason Voorhees of fucking animals. It's
Kill.
unfortunate.
Oh my god, is that Jason Bourne?
God, I can't even imagine. Like, and then like I heard that they have like incredibly unsanitary mouths. So if they draw blood, like you just pretty much get like die from bacteria poisoning.
Yeah, you die from infection. Yeah.
Like infection, yeah.
Komodo dragons actually adapted to use that. So Komodo dragons are one of the what is it called? Like a time predator. They'll give you a nibble and they'll just follow you for a day or two, and then eventually you just collapse dead, and they'll just finish the job.
Oh, that's a good time.
Oh.
Yeah, this is exotic pets. No, thank you.
No, thank you. Good thing.
Yeah, Danny wants to get like a bunch of. She wants to get like a bunch of lizards and stuff like that, and I was like, "Listen, we have 4 fucking."
She struck
cats.
me for a lizard lady, dude.
She's a crazy little animal lady. She wants to get more lizards, and I'm like, "Listen here. When one of those dumbass cats throws himself out the window, we can get a lizard. But right now, we're not getting any animals."
That's smart. You're the voice of reason, man. But you know she's gonna get those lizards.
I told her, I said, "Listen, if you get a lizard or a snake, I'm getting a large tarantula, and it's gonna sleep between us. It's gonna have a. I'm terrified of spiders, but I'm willing to grin and bear it. I'm gonna put that little bad boy right there. We'll put little bunny ears on him, a little bell, and he's gonna be named Tony. And he's gonna free. And she hates it. Yeah. She's like, yeah. I'm like, get her, bite her, sting her, get her, kill Tony, kill. And then it's gonna lay eggs in my mouth when I wake up, and I'm gonna be like, Tony, what are you doing?
Bit of a bukkake in the morning. All right.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's a Pornhub category I don't want to watch.
Oh, that's a Pornhub category that really does exist. Not specifically.
What, spider bukkake?
There are
God.
not real spiders. It's a thing in the furry community where
spiders do that?
Well, everything, not just spiders. It's called oviposition or something.
A what?
Oviposition.
What'd you say?
Oviposition. Ovi meaning egg, position meaning
like
putting
like
in.
like ovulating, like the ovulating.
Yeah.
What? I don't.
No.
Man, I was just on spiders.
Man, I guarantee you, look that shit up. You're gonna go down a fucking rabbit hole, and it's dark, it's cold, and it's moist.
If there's ever a day, you first, Angelo.
No, you say you were just on spiders. That's the most extreme of anything I could think of. Fuck that.
You don't like spiders either?
No, thank you. No, thank you. Just no. I'm good. You know.
I've gotten over my fear of spiders. I used to be really freaked out about them, but like I'm not too bad. Like I could get near them.
All right, hit us with one. Hit us.
Oh, and they got cow killer ants everywhere. Forgot to say that.
What the hell's a cow killer ant? All right, good to know.
Yeah, it's a red velvet ant, but the common name for it's a cow killer ant.
I also don't fuck with ants. Okay, it's one thing to come across a random, spider here or there, but it's another to come across an entire network of calculated, like,
They swarm.
autonomous
I've survived
machines.
those things. They swarm. They're an alien sentient life force, and their only mission is if you fuck with them, they're gonna fuck you up.
They've successfully colonized on every continent in the world,
Right.
apart from Antarctica, but they'll get there someday.
Okay, so Dalen, tell us the grand story about what was his name? I forget. You tell the story.
Yeah.
Oh my god, one landed on my leg over the summer, and like everyone told me, fucking freeze, dude, there's a bug on your leg. And I was like, is it orange and black? And they said yes, and I freaked out, and it went to sting me, but then it just flew away because I was like shaking like a madman.
Oh my god.
No, those things.
I disagree.
That bug is. You're right. It is our state bug, actually.
You squeezed
Were you
it?
joking?
What? Yeah, dude.
You sick
It's
fuck.
the second most, or the third most painful bite in the world, and then the cow killer ant is the fourth.
This is why I need a gun. Like,
A gun's not gonna save you against that, Angelo.
So you just fucking vice grip, squeeze that thing like a squeaky toy.
yeah, no, cool. God.
Oh my god. But you didn't. You faced your fears. You did it. Yeah, ignorance is bliss. Yeah, ignorance is bliss, dude. Yeah, it's a bug-infested cesspool, too. That place is fucking hell. Just rub it on the back. See, ignorance is bliss. You know what?
He's a good old boy. He's a good old boy for sure.
So what's coming to him? That sounds like a threat. That sounds like you're gonna cut his brakes or something. You're just gonna.
I can't believe you let your friend, or you wanted to let your friend. I mean, I haven't heard the story yet because I'm interrupting like an ass, but you'd let your friend actually put that blood on his hands.
I think that college was built on an Indian burial ground or something. Because that is an inhuman, like an unreasonable amount of bugs, dude.
Like, do you know people from Oklahoma? They legitimately drown skunks for fun.
Oh my god!
No
Mod equals 10.
Oh my god! No!
So your socks don't stand up when you take them off. Yes, me.
Oh my god!
He does. He has fucking cactus mitts for hands, dude.
That's the most traumatic thing I've ever fucking heard.
Yeah, it's a lot. Some will like rear up and charge at you. Go to the hospital. It sounds like it. It's a centipede origin story. The human centipede.
What is wrong with this kid?
My favorite thing was that when Shang-Chi
He's
walked
a
out, it
father.
wasn't like, dude,
He's a
are you
newly
okay?
minted
Or
father.
is there anything
God.
wrong? It's like, dude, can you please shut the fuck up? I just woke up.
What, assaulting rodents? Is it gonna how he's gonna be
Men are rodents.
providing for his family?
You have to
he,
get
hate,
many.
yeah, he hates your fucking
make it
guts.
multiple
He would talk
trips.
like when I was
Many
roommates with him. He would
rodents.
tell me that all the time.
Oh,
He'd,
shit.
Assaulting
he'd get
rodents.
naked. He'd look like a little Auschwitz victim, and he'd lay there like shivering. He'd lay there shivering and holding
He said,
himself.
"Stand your
He wouldn't use a
ground!"
blanket, and then he's just like, and I was like, Shang-Chi, you need a blanket. He's like, my hips
my
are
God.
Robert knows no bounds. It's the
USA!
only thing that keeps me
USA!
fucking warm at night.
You know,
I had a
tastes really
similar,
good
I had a
in my
similar
belly
centipede
and in
story,
my
but I
kid's belly.
thank goodness
My
it
ilk's
didn't bite
belly.
me. I was doing my laundry at the college, and I was
This
like,
guy must
man,
have one hell of a resume,
I got to take
man.
off my belt because I always forget to take off my belt when I'm doing my laundry. And I just slide off my belt. That thing just fucking plops out of my pants.
Fighting
And I'm like,
small
I'm like
mice.
sitting there. I was like, dude, I don't want to
Just
go
fighting
here
small.
anymore. like man, like
Ease and nutter butter.
I don't want to come to this college.
You're certain.
Yeah, no, wow, this took a turn
don't
for
wanna
the
be
darker
here
side
anymore,
of
dude.
things.
It's like
Oh,
being at
God,
that college
God,
is
God,
like
God.
rolling
I'm
your
just-
dice, rolling the
I don't
dice
like
of
hearing
like
about
whether or not
things
you're gonna fucking
suffering
die
before
from.
meeting their
I
end.
don't know
you
what. I don't know what. Fucking getting bit by some dumbass bug,
happened.
getting preyed upon by the animal, the wildlife and fauna outside, or what?
Wow.
Wow.
We make it sound like it's this ghetto of a college.
Man.
No, it's terrible to see some things come to an end. But you know what? You gotta save them crops, you know what I mean?
But Robert, what was the last time I actually saw you?
Pizza at Pizza 9. You worked at Pizza 9, right?
Yeah.
After
It
high
was-
school. Yeah.
It was after high school. Like, God, so it must have been like, what, September of 2015?
I don't even know years at this point,
No,
man.
no,
I
no,
just freaking count the faces. But yeah, no, you had that nice little Italian Fiat.
Man, it's crazy to think that was 5 years ago.
That was a dope
That's
car.
5 years. Well, the funny thing is, your name comes up around me more often than not, though.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh
People,
God, what happened?
people reach out and be like, "Hey, you remember Robert?" And I'm like, "Man, I haven't seen Robert, in years." And they're like, "Yeah, well, fuck him."
Yes! Which one, Lacey?
I don't want to give out names.
Dox him. Don't dox him on a podcast.
Oh, come on. All the names of people that I know are so common. Alex, Lacey, Angelo. Like, it's the most common things ever.
I mean, I can't bleep it, but
Okay, no need to dox.
here you go. Hit him
Just like,
again.
hit him again.
Hit him again.
Do it.
It's funny when you do it.
You asked me to fill your drink at work one time, and instead of getting you Pepsi, I got you Diet Pepsi, and you didn't notice.
Because I hope you would contract type 2 diabetes.
I hope that you would lose some goddamn weight, you
Dude,
fat bastard.
Due to
I'd
the
be like,
idea.
oh no,
I
my
fed you.
emotions.
I fed you diet Sprite because I was hoping that the sugar supplement would cause a resistance to insulin due to the fact that it doesn't understand that it's a non-sugar. Therefore, it creates insulin. Therefore, an overabundance of insulin that would cause you contracting type 2 diabetes and you getting your fat ass foot lopped off, you bitch.
That was real science. That's an actual thing. How the fuck did you know that? I didn't think you knew things.
I didn't think you knew it.
But before we get into the eventual track that this leads to, which would be big pharma and the price of insulin shots
and sugar supplements and why you shouldn't take them, like Splenda and shit like that.
What do you mean? Aren't you just talking about shit?
No, did you know that? Like sugar free is actually bad for you.
Well, well, it depends on the sweetener, from my understanding, and the consistency of like when you ingest it. Like if you have it every day.
Yeah. Well, so like the main problem is because so what your body does is whenever you eat like a sugar supplement, like a synthetic sugar, your body creates the insulin regardless, and what happens is it doesn't need it. It doesn't need the insulin because it's not a real sugar. So what happens is your body creates the insulin regardless, and then it ends up being useless, and then it creates like an insulin resistance. So then that's how you get diabetes.
The human system is a really fucked up thing. I mean, it's been perfected throughout so many fucking generations, but still, it is a fucking little meat popsicle that just tries to do what it thinks is happening. And yeah,
we might as well be undoing our own evolution at this point with the shit we put in ourselves,
Yeah. Oh yeah, Oh yeah, I mean, like regular sugar doesn't get off fucking scot-free here. High fructose corn syrup is like one of the worst things you ever put in your fucking body.
We were never meant to consume raw sugar. That is an incredibly unique substance that takes so much. What's the term? Fabrication and unnatural process that it's just like. And even the freaking fruit that we eat now is way more sugary than ever since we've been farming.
Goddamn big agra. Goddamn big pharma. Wait, hold on. We're getting off topic here. We're talking about how Robert's a piece of shit.
Oh shit! Sorry. Terribly sorry to contradict your point. Continue.
Yeah, no, we were just catching up, before technical difficulties happened.
It's okay. We'll have multiple files and we can patch them together.
Yeah, Brad.
But no, I made a lot of enemies in high school. Legitimately, I made enemies. I was a piece of garbage, as the French say. And some would say that I still am. Not as much, I hope.
Would you still say that?
Or
would you have ever said that?
I say that about my old self.
Guess we're getting introspective here.
Yeah, let's get deep. Let's get fucking deep. Okay.
This is Robert's apology. He's like, I'm sorry. Deep. I'm sorry to the man I hit when I was 17. I didn't know I was drunk.
No, it was when I was 15 that I did that.
I didn't bury him very deep, so I'm sure the family found him.
What?
I
thought you were talking about the situation that I told you about a long time ago in high school. I didn't. No, I never killed.
Wait. Did I dig up something? Did you murder someone?
No, I never murdered anyone.
Okay.
Jesus.
Now's the time to admit it, man. We were just hanging out.
It was a cold, frosty.
It's not recorded. Moment. We're not recording.
Nope, not recording at all.
Don't look up. Don't look up. Look at a different tab.
Oh my god. But no, genuine, not the worst person. I was bullied by worse people. Oh god. Farmington was a fucked place.
I don't know how, I don't know how I got through high school, but then I do, and it was because of you guys and the friends that we all had. But
Ah, you
Still,
fucking,
it was brutal. Oh yeah, there you go.
you sap.
Yeah, I'd say actually the turning point in my social life was the day that I freaking found Dalen. Like, actually, legitimately, honestly.
Ah, stop it. You're gonna give me a big head.
You already have a fucking big
I
head.
do. I got a fat ass ego, dude.
Gonna make it pop.
I did. You know what? I wish I hung out with you more, Angelo. Like I think I was like a turning point for me too when I started hanging out with you because I think because it was definitely like I don't think I had like a solid friend because I know Nick at the time, but like I think when I started and there was also like that time I started hanging out with Angelo for like that brief period and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
That was like
Angelo was really cool.
that was like after high school, wasn't it? When we hung out, Angelo.
yeah. I mean, I was there for the better part of the summer. I mean, well, we were still friends in high school and stuff like that, but like,
Never like actually like one-on-one like hanging out like after
God,
school.
well,
or
I mean,
something
we
like that.
started hanging out. Wait, did we?
We did
I mean, we had
magic.
music theory together too.
Yeah, you guys had music
That was
classes
pretty-
together
that was-
because I
yeah.
attended your concerts.
No, yeah, we had orchestra and stuff like that. Like, fuck, man. Like, I guess it was just like towards the senior years, really, when we just started hanging out. I'm trying to think back, but like, I can't put everything together.
I remember some things. I remember we bonded
Yeah.
over Magic.
For sure, it was a good
We
time.
did.
I am the monster I am because of you.
I've lost all of that. I had, you know what? I it's kind of a good thing because I look back at that too, and I did have like a little fucking ego from that game. So I'm kind of glad like my shit got
you
You
were
were
good,
a
though.
savant at that game. You picked it up and you laid down the rules, and I could have seen you becoming like the next owner of a card
Fuck
shop
that.
or something,
I wouldn't want to do that.
or like just one of those guys who just visits every fucking week and plays the competitive stuff.
I couldn't do that. It's just it was fun. It was fun, and I'm kind of glad. But I am glad they got stolen. Honestly, like, I'm looking
Yeah,
back
you
on
changed
stuff.
after that.
You really changed, man. It was like you really kicked it. I mean, like the first 3 days were hell. Like I couldn't. I was sitting there trying to like shuffle my card, but I had no card to shuffle.
My God.
Oh, man,
It's
you
like,
were insanely good. Like to jump off of where Robert was going. Like you were one of the better players I'd known, and like I got into a semi-competitive stick here in Phoenix while I was in college, and yeah, no, I mean, it just took me back, like, because you taught me how to play, and so yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, I'm sure you're having a lot of fun with it. I'm glad. Like, because I think that game is good for everybody. I think it's a good game. I think picking up like a game or something that you can like have a community with or hang out with or even like practice to like improve yourself. I always think that's always beneficial for like somebody for like everybody.
Definitely. I really think that actually that was one of the turning points for me. Is like normally I was a very antisocial kid who was very mean-spirited and thought the world was shit. And then like after I met Dayton, because it is, of course.
It's because it is.
That goes without saying. But no, after I met Dalen, then it went to Nick and we hung out with Angelo and we started going to Magic the Gathering tournaments. And that's where like things started getting really fucking fun for me. It was really good. I felt like I had a community. Like we became friends with so many different people at these several card shops. What there was Shuffle.
There was Shuffle
Shuffle
Dreams. There was
Shuffle Dreams.
Good Games.
Good Games. Oh, and then Good Games switched locations once. Yeah, no, it's like really having that community. I feel it could pull a lot of people out of a funk that they have. Once you understand that there are people like you that have their own issues, but they're still together and they work on it and they want to be there for each other and have friends.
Yeah, that in combination with the shared interest is I
Having a
think
shared
that's-
interest.
yeah, it makes that, it amplifies all of the like your motivation to play and like to hang out and you make friends and it's just a good time.
Yeah, it creates camaraderie.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I again, like I put, when I had moved here, because I had like my pile of Magic cards, didn't know what the fuck I was doing at the time still. I just like put card store in the GPS, and then I actually like the first place it took me was like the LGS I've been with ever since.
Yeah.
And so like, I don't know. At this point, like with the game, I'm like, I don't know. The second I move away, or my friend group kind of, it's dissolved over the years, and if it dissolves anymore, I think is probably when I pack it up and say like that was fun, because I'm really just still playing to play with my friends. I think I've done all I can to. I'm as good as I want to be as far as a player, and that just kind of weird to think about.
I think about players, and Alex could have fucking gone pro.
No, I agree 100%.
Like
I thought about
pro.
I thought about it because I was devoted more to Magic than like my it's probably why I didn't like finish high school. people.
No, you finished. You finished.
I got my GED, but like
well, same thing. It's all good.
I should have had those cards taken away from me, honestly, because I probably would have done it. Because I would shadow play like nonstop. And
really?
You
shadow played?
I shadow played, dude. I
shit, dude! I didn't know that.
I would run through my hand. I would do that. I was too fucking into it. It was
You
a bad obsession.
beat me so many times that I remember at one point you're like, okay, another game? And I was like, yes. No, thank you.
I was like always on, dude.
I can't.
I was always on. I'd play like 30 games in a row. I didn't care. That's why it was bad. I was like, shit, dude, I gotta find something else.
So it's kind of destiny that they stopped you. Now you're like a really good artist, dude.
Well, thank you. It's much appreciated. It's very. I'm very humbled by your compliment. I appreciate it.
What did you say about having a big head earlier, man?
I'm sorry.
Hey, quit giving me such an ego, dude. Stop stroking it, man.
Well, it's like our friend group is derived from like taking swings at each other. So I feel like I need to fucking pepper in shit, especially to make myself look good in front of the viewers. That make you feel better.
So that's what I like. I like doing my streams, because Thursdays we have drawing with friends. What we do is, that's honestly like, I think Magic is probably one of like the one things that I think exactly what you said is, I don't think I would have gone pro because I like the community just as much, because I loved playing with people. I like playing with people. I liked lifting each other up. I thought that was for me was so cool, because I think there were people in that like winning mattered, and like for me at one point it did, because like the competitive edge, but it's like at one point it's just as important to like lift other people up and make them better. And I think that's one thing that I want to do is I like creating like communities and stuff like that where you lift other people up, and I think that's that to me is like really cool when people can do that.
That is super cool. Heck yeah, dude.
Magic's the perfect base for that kind of thing, like the LGS I showed up to, like the thing that sold me is like, I don't really give a shit about like the spikes, the people who grind a lot. He's just like, I just want to build a community and be here for a while, and be that place where people can just like get away. And so like, yeah, Magic's great for that. Community
is honestly the best part.
Yeah,
there is a lot of like, it's weird when you're in a community that can be competitive, and I'm talking about like DeviantArt, League of Legends, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever the hell you want.
Fuck,
it's really oh man, fuck you.
It's always a divisive subject, Dota.
I was originally Dota. I tried getting, like, everyone was like, oh, we gotta play League of Legends. And I was like, no, you guys are idiots. We gotta play Dota. And they were like, no, shut the fuck up.
Like, shut the fuck. I was on the Heroes of the Storm bandwagon for a while before I found League.
We tried that for a bit. Yeah, I couldn't quite enjoy it.
Man.
That was the Blizzard MOBA.
Man, it's been so long. So long.
Yeah, I played that a lot. I fucking love that game, but it got kind of. I think League of Legends for me is like most consistently well done. But it's that goes into like community, because it's like when I play with Robert, or when I play with Nick, or I play with any of my other friends, I most of the time, 9 times out of 10, I know we're gonna fucking lose, but
You know you're gonna lose
it's-
because we
it's
suck.
fun.
I suck. I am not good at League of Legends. All right, I lose focus. But no, the fun part really is fucking just playing with you fuckers.
It's just fun, dude. I don't even care if we lose. It's like you have a good old time where you just dick around, you joke.
When
around.
we start yelling like, Robert, did you try to last shoot that dragon? You trying to steal that from me? And I'm like, I don't know. Did I do that?
Did
You know,
I?
it's just fucking like fun shits and giggles, really.
Yeah, we.
But you
it's so much
like
fun.
I've been infected with like the I need to get better mentality, and now I'm playing on my own time, and I'm like, shit, okay, I gotta fucking climb now.
Yeah, you know, I think that see, there's like community, but I also think there's nothing wrong with you like for like self improvement. I never think there's never a wrong time for self improvement unless like you're like a fitness nut where you're addicted to working out like our fitness instructor.
Yeah, I've actually seen him personally. I know him well because he was my trainer for a while, and his views on physical fitness and his mentality. I'm not going to say his name, of course, because I don't want to out him or anything. But I feel like he is one of those people who gets toxic with it, and it's if you're not good, you're not worthy as a person, and this is what you should be doing.
It's true.
Yikes.
Yeah, and like I face those people in League of Legends all the time. I face not you. I'm not you. No, like those crazy people who are fucking shouting at me all the time. I face those people at Magic the Gathering whenever I go to Magic the Gathering events. I've seen a dude verbally abuse his child while playing a game against me. The dude,
Oh yeah.
that was horrible. He's like, drop the land. You didn't drop that fucking land. Why wouldn't you drop the land? And I'm like, dude. He's 12. It's a game. There are people who take it a bit too far, I feel. The community's great, but competitive nature or something just really grabs a hold of people.
Yeah, it can become an obsession, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Oh, like, yeah, have any of you seen Soul yet?
Oh god.
Yes. It's very
Wait.
deep.
So before we're gonna get to Soul, because I do actually really
Yeah.
want to talk about Soul.
No,
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
we're talking about that at the wedding.
Yeah, no,
were
but I
you?
went into great depth about it. I guess I'll go down that rabbit hole again.
like he was just like, man, everybody's been asking me about Soul. I haven't seen Soul yet.
So I watched it. I don't know if I told you.
Oh, you watched
Oh,
it?
that's good.
All right, so hold on. So the way that like that whole competitive nature where everybody's like yelling at you and asking you like why you did this wrong. That's how I learned how to play Magic. That's how one of the guys taught me. Like he would sit there and he would help build my deck, and then we would sit there when he'd play games. And
Yeah,
then
he taught us too.
Yeah, he'd be like, "What the hell's wrong with you? Why didn't you do that? What are you dumb? Is something wrong with you? Something fundamentally wrong with you as a person?"
Yeah, it's like a father thing. My father did that at everything. And it's
It's tough love, dude. It's tough
well,
love.
you did get better because of it. So
I mean, sometimes, but like, really, you're like taking away from, like, sure, maybe like that kind of motivation. Like, I think it does more
harm.
more harm than good. It's you're doing something that's meant to be enjoyed, and adding like that negative aspect to it, like, you know.
it really does divide me when that type of things happen, because I love the game, I love the community. I went to Magic the Gathering and I am now in D&D because those are the type of people who get me, who get that certain situations are for fun. But I still have people, even in D&D, the D&D group that I'm at right now. There are certain people who are like, no, this is how it's done, this is how it should be, and there's like a huge argument or like a minor argument or something where everyone starts feeling uncomfortable. But for competitive games like Magic the Gathering and League, it does get a bit weird because for me they berate. Sometimes people will berate, but then that makes me want to get better. I think it is damaging, but I think it's kind of like a freaking strange thing where it's sometimes the ends justify the means, but certainly not always, because most people I've seen are too abusive and take it too far.
Right. I guess it could depend on on the person. Like maybe you could operate, and I'm not like jumping to conclusions, but maybe like if you grew up with a family member treating you like that, like maybe you operate under that kind of pressure and those kind of circumstances.
That could be
in a
very
learning
true, yeah.
situation a little bit better than someone else. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's a lot of wholesomeness in games, and I feel like that's lost a lot today. But with when it comes to money, when it comes to that competitive aspect, shoot, like it can, yeah, it's just there's a lot of purity and innocence. I think I still want to try to maintain, and I think I kind of lost that with Magic, and so that's why I'm kind of where I'm at with that. But
Oh yeah, weren't you a brony?
A what?
Weren't you a brony?
you said like you were gonna unload on him. You're like, oh, fuck, a what?
No, I'm a brony.
I heard brony, and I was just like, is he asking me this question?
I can't remember.
You and I sound like you're just gonna unload on him.
I think you and I talked a lot about this at work because I remember you and me talking about it.
I could have been fucking with you, man. God.
Oh, fuck. Because I was gonna say the show actually takes really like innocent. Okay, Dalen. Yeah, I know you're not with us. You're not with the cool kids.
No, I'm listening. I'm sorry.
But no, the show takes a really interesting perspective when talking about competitive nature. And that sometimes it could be good, sometimes it could help others progress, but a lot of the times people take it too far. Like to where it becomes abuse.
Okay, where does bronies come in, man?
Oh, that was from the show, My Little Pony.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, weird stuff.
Let's see.
Anyway.
I think, so I guess closing, it is a good message. It's a very good message. I just love Angelo's responses. That's why I was giggling.
I can't remember. I thought him and I talked about it for a little bit. He might have been fucking with me at work. I have no idea.
It was like I had a cousin who was like really into it. It was the thing at that time. I mean, probably a few years before.
Yeah, that was weird. It was a high school thing.
You're good at that. You're good at that, Angelo. You're good at fucking with people. Is that
what he was doing this entire time? No, I thought I had a brother.
I don't know if you're joking about it, but like this one time, one of my old bosses, I don't even think it was an interview. I think it was just a conversation, like in a meeting, and in the middle of it, she's like, "Man, you know what? I really I can't read you sometimes," and I'm like, "Oh man,
yeah.
Like, it's a problem actually," and I'm like, "I'm so sorry." Like I like at a certain point, I think that being able to read me is giving information, and information is power, like that.
Yeah.
Especially in a professional situation, I think. But I mean, I was pretty chill at that point, and she was like, you don't understand though. I was trained to do airport security, personality, and like intention readings.
Really?
Yeah, she said that she had that job for years, and I was just like, oh my god. She's like, I can't read you.
I think it's one of my favorite things about you is how well you can be stoic and how much of a straight face. And I think I've learned a lot of because I do the same thing.
Oh, for sure. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I've never met so I can't do that. People can read me in an instant. I'm not open. I feel like I'm very inside of myself. But no, it's like with Dalen. Fucking being friends with him for so goddamn long, it's like I look at him and I'm like, I can't tell what's happening. You're like, Robert, come on, figure it out, and I'm like, oh, I don't know.
I remember it pissed me off. Oh my god,
did it piss you off?
It's so difficult to we're all allowed times of times of weakness.
Yeah.
That's what a friend is for.
Yeah.
God damn it, I could never tell when you were having a bad day, except when I could, and when you were having a bad day,
Yeah.
like, you know, cause to stay away was pretty much like, you know, staying away and keeping from you and letting you just kind of cool down was like the only way to really, I felt to you know, just the best way to handle the situation. But like, I don't know, it just it makes people, it makes it difficult for people to be there for you sometimes. And I think I remember that
I agree.
Yes.
in high school.
I agree.
But like also like one thing about that too is like, even if it was hard to connect with Dalen at some points, but like for some fucking reason with like that, I want to call it strength. I don't fucking know if that's the proper term for it, but he was always there for other motherfuckers. Like,
yeah, that was annoying too.
Right? He'd be there, just be like, "Hey, Robert, you having a good day there, buddy?" And I'd be like, "I'm breaking down, man." He's like, "Wow, sure sounds good." It just sounds like my dog ran away, and the entire hometown is burning to the ground.
You know,
and I'd be like, "What?"
No. I so like, I guess on that point, I think that's one thing I've gotten a lot better about, and especially because I think I'm definitely in high school I was a little bit of a hothead, and I think early in college I was a little bit of a hothead, and I think one of the problems I definitely had, because I still keep like a straight face on something, but if I am like, if something genuinely is bothering me, which most of the time it doesn't, but if it does, I learned to talk about it a little bit more.
That's good.
I'm really proud of that too. I've seen that. You've actually told me several times, like, "Hey, I'm not having a good day. We're gonna back away from this stuff for a while." And I was like, "Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Okay, yeah, that's all I need to hear." Yeah,
because I am a little hot. I probably still am a little bit of a hothead, but I think it just came with like, because I think I subscribe to Angelo. The whole thing is like knowledge is power and stuff like that. The more people know about you, and I think that was one of the things. Is like, I think it was a lack of, I guess it was an inability to be vulnerable at times, because I guess for me, I guess growing up to the idea that articulating that you had a problem was considered like a weakness, and I guess that led to like a lot of bottling up, and that led to like a lot of just blowing up at some points, and it was kind of like a frustration more at myself than anything. So it was just, it's more along the lines of just like, well, other people don't deserve it. Other people don't deserve like outbursts like that, and it's not good, or it's not conducive to like the people around you. So you need to learn to just like articulate it, move on, and just like,
there's certainly a time and a place where you know, that having that mindset is productive and counterproductive.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a good part of growing up is, I mean, with me having that kind of mindset, I think was understanding that. Still tough to do, but you know.
Oh, it's difficult. It's very difficult because it feels weird. It feels weird when you do it. So, but I mean, as time goes on, you get better at it. So I mean, it's more you do it.
Nah, man, but so Soul.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, Soul.
I got deep for a second. I like how intense that got.
Well, Soul is really deep too. Holy shit!
Yeah, no, we can.
That made me think about things differently.
I don't think I was expecting that hard of an existential crisis after watching that film. I just didn't see it coming. Or no, I mean, I don't know. It's just to kind of start for, like, you know, when I'd watched it, I think that film in a lot of ways was made for people like me. And more specifically, like, I still have a huge passion for music. I've had that for a long time, but like, one of my biggest regrets in life so far is not pursuing that.
You still can. Absolutely.
Yeah, I absolutely still can.
Absolutely,
but like,
dude.
and I felt like that was really, you know, that was supposed to be my purpose and things like that. But the moral and the message of that movie, you know, whatever your passions don't define you.
Yeah, yeah,
and it
yeah.
doesn't define
I've
life.
had that same issue where it's like I think that this is what I was meant to do. He said that specifically in
Yeah.
the freaking movie, which like scared me. I was like, they made this movie for me because he said, this is what defines me. This is what I was born to do. And then I was like, oh shit.
It's, dude, yeah, and then in the middle of that, in the middle of that journey, like I mean, I was at least convinced, like, oh, okay, like I was almost kind of reassured, like, oh, great, people are made for a purpose, and then they just
Mhm.
flop that, they pull a
Right?
complete 180 on you.
They did a complete 180.
Yeah, and then you're left, like I was left at least, like, uh, like, man, almost feeling like I lied to myself about that because
Same. Yes. Exact same
the end
feeling.
of the message, or the end of the movie, you learn that, or at least you get the message that it's not, you like your purpose doesn't define you. It doesn't define,
We don't
there's
give
more to
you a
life than
purpose.
that. And the truth of it all is, you if you're gonna live life, you need to live it.
Yeah. Like what was it? They say like the spark. You need to find a spark in order to go to planet Earth and live. You travel from your soul to your body. The spark defines you. And then like you're right, what they did was a complete 180, which they changed and he goes, "No, this is my purpose. My spark is my reason that I live." And they said, "We don't give you reasons to live. We give you your spark." And then the guy figured it out and he was like, "Your spark is not your reason to live. It is the reason that you want to live."
Or at least a part of that too.
Yeah,
not
or
just that.
just start living.
Mhm. Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
that.
it's hard to explain.
Fuck
There's so,
that.
it was so fucking deep. I was not expecting that from a Disney movie.
I had no idea. I cried the most amount of times I'd ever in front of a film. Like,
So good.
it was, yeah, I mean, so well done. And I'm still kind of mulling it over, really, because just a few months back I was looking into actually going into online school for music, and
Do it,
because,
man.
I was
Fuck the
on
world.
that full plan. And yeah, it's just like, oh, man, do I really want to? I mean, I am 30 grand in debt with the degree I already have, right?
Yeah.
And
It's just a drop in the bucket.
do
Don't
I
even worry
want
about
to
it.
add like a theoretical other 30 grand on top of that? Like, that just sounds insane. But if it's for something I want to do, like, why wouldn't I? I don't know. It's this. I have that battle I still need to fight. But after watching that movie, I think it gave me the opportunity to really look at what I do have going for me right now and what I have the potential to have going, and reprioritize that. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe assess the motivation behind that.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. All my life I've been told that artists make no money and all that sort of stuff, and I'm pursuing art at this college. And of course, there was the whole issue of I'm in the cinematic arts and technology track, while everyone's saying, "But you want to do animation," and then things get tossed back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like, you should just give up. You should just give up. And then, of course, there's other things like you can teach yourself off of YouTube. There's ways to teach yourself. You could just mess around with the program. You don't need to be here. You don't need to do this. You don't need to take on this debt. And it's a huge issue with current artists, music makers, hell, even like doctors and everything else, and just anyone who wants to educate themselves, is the thought that you could just find a cheaper way to do this, or an easier way, especially when I'm applying right now to a very, very expensive school. And I'm looking at professionals in the industry currently talking on their own podcast, their own YouTube channels, etc. And they honestly say, you don't need to go there. You don't need to do this. It gets I feel very confused and frustrated.
It's so confusing. Like, I don't know. I think, you know, on one end, I can completely, and I've heard the same thing from a lot of people. People just say like, okay, you wanna make music, just make music, and I'm just like, well, no, there are skills and life lessons and experiences I want to
Competitive
develop.
nature. You want to get good at it,
Right?
So
right?
I
But
think
yeah, like on the other hand, if I might finish, like,
yeah, sorry.
no, totally okay. Like, there really is, like, you're hearing these people share their experiences, or they're coming from a place of experience and saying like, oh, you could do that, and I just don't think that there's, I don't know, I don't think that really can be the, like, can hold a lot of truth behind it. I don't know, but then again, I think talent when you're trying to teach yourself, speaks a lot more in that sense as well. It's talent and passion, but I don't know, if you have passion for anything, then and it's true, and it's like in its most powerful form, then I think you can really accomplish a lot. But what were you going to say?
I would say so. The movie was great. I think I thought the movie was very good.
Movie.
I think there were some points that were lacking. I thought there was a little bit of an issue with like the other realm. I thought that was kind of like weird shoehorned in, but I thought it was kind of cool how they drove it home. I did a lot of research on it, like a lot of different opinions, because I follow a lot of artists and writers on Twitter who had like different opinions. But I would say, one of the things about it is how dangerous obsession can be.
Right.
Because,
So did none of you ever, like, when I looked at that
but if I may, Rob.
Oh yeah, go for it.
But what obsession might be, and then just like the idea of like your passion, like how whatever makes me happy. But I just had to speed around that just to say, like, Angelo, I genuinely think like you're overthinking it, like, quite a bit, in terms of like the music education and such like that. So I think one of the things that what happened was, at the end of my high school year, Miss Leeming is actually the person who kind of like sort of like inadvertently encouraged me not to go to, I'm sure she was pushing for me to finish high school, but one of the things she told me was, you don't need a college education, you don't need a high school education. You can get where you want to be, it'll just be a lot harder.
Definitely.
You can do anything that you want to do without having to spend $30,000 or whatever, how much. The development of technical skill is purely based on what you want to do, because some people do say it's as simple as just like make music, or just draw. It takes a lot more than that, and it takes a lot of because for me, because I'm also a person who switched from music, and I still love music, and I switching to art, and it's from my idea, it is, I guess, in its simplest sense, making that art, but it's also having a clear reason why, right? It's the idea that he kind of pushes in is in the same metaphor that I think Bobby Chu once used in Schoolism. Is perfecting an art is a lot like a mountain. You get to the top of the mountain, but then you see there's another larger hill, so then you have to climb up that again. And there's going to be times you hit plateaus, and there's going to be times you do that, but it all takes like just doing it, I guess, is in the simplest sense. It's just doing it, having the experience of doing things wrong and experimenting. It takes like I've managed to, I think I'm not going to say that I'm good, I'm not going to say I'm great, I'm going to say I've improved from where I was a few years ago, not through college, but through deliberate practice in making art, is sitting there and methodically breaking down, like, what did I do wrong here? What do I do next? What fundamental or idea do I have to work on? And I think that in high school, I thought you were very talented at what you did. I thought you were very good at what you did and you liked it. I thought you were a very good violist. I thought in music theory you were, a delight to be around, and I think that what you did in music theory was great. I think that genuinely, if you really desire to do it, do it as cheaply as possible. If it's really your passion, then like, I think it's just like, the thing is, a lot of people go into college thinking that they're going to do what they want to do, but when they're out of college, they don't do it.
Right.
It's like I'm going to college so I can draw cartoons, and you go for 4 years to draw cartoons, and then you end up doing something else like graphic, or not even doing art at all. If you truly care about your craft and you really want to do it, and you're sitting there like, I need to do this, I want to do this, then you do it without it. You do it without like the education. You do it without. You do it on a boat. You do it wherever you want. And I guess in that sense, it's more or less of like, it's that dedication, but it's also like a weird line there that I guess they talk about like obsession in that, because it's in the movie. But
Yeah. I think what one of my inhibitors to pursuing that, I think, is a lot of it has to do with fear of the uncertain.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know. I want to take a moment to speak to the genius of our orchestra teacher, though, because I don't know. She was a great inspiration in my life too.
Oh, she was fantastic. She literally taught me everything that I need to know of like how to break down, how to learn something.
Yeah, for me at least, I don't know. It's nice. She was the first person to really say, like, oh, I see something in you. And I don't know. I think I grew up not seeing a lot in like the potential in myself, and so to have someone and then see something in you and you actually prove them right, like in the end, that kind of redemption is, I don't know. It proves a lot to yourself that you can do many great things. And I still think I have a lot to live up to, I guess, for myself.
Yeah, of course. Everyone has so many things to offer the world, and you guys are both incredibly talented. And just listening to you, Angelo, I haven't known you personally for quite a few years, so I don't want to say that I know you, but but listening to you is like, you're a well-minded individual. No, man, fucking
I'm a mess.
go
I'm
for
a wet
it.
disgrace.
Dude, we're all a wet disgrace. We're all just meat puppets floating on a giant rock in the freaking empty blackness. Fucking own it.
Yeah.
Agreed. But again, since we're stroking each other's cocks here, I think Robert is still also, regardless of whether or not the school accepts him, is a fantastic artist, and very good at what he does.
That's fantastic. I didn't know you were going up for that, man.
He's fantastic. I think out of like our friend group, he's probably one of the most probably my favorite out of all of them. I think one of the best. He's very technical at what he does. He's very good at what he does, and he has a real drive for it.
You make me feel, man. Thank you very much.
He's my fucking rival. God damn it. He's piece of shit. Makes me want to fucking draw every day. Every time I look in his sketchbook, I was like, that piece of shit, I gotta draw.
Motherfucker, you're all like when I fucking turn on my fucking Instagram, I see your fucking work, and then I'm just like, god damn, he's catching up. He's doing too good. He's doing too good.
Catching up, dude. I'm getting there. God damn it, I'm getting there.
Maybe I just need a rival.
You know what? Having a rival is kind of cool. It's kind of.
I feel like Naruto right now. I feel like Naruto.
You know, it's part of it having a rival, and again, we go into community. It's having like-minded people around you, because it's like, because I mentioned earlier, I stream drawing a lot, and on Thursdays we have drawing with friends, because it's like, for me, part of what makes drawing so much fun is like the camaraderie is like drawing with other people, because it doesn't have to be like a secluded thing. Like, you can make music with other people, you can draw with other people. I love it. I love dicking around while I'm doing like art or something like that. It doesn't have to be good. It's just like, it's just fun. It's just unadulterated fun. I think it's really putting like your passion at like making it part of your life, and then not having to seclude yourself for it.
That's really fair. I've been, I had to drop the viola a few years ago because I couldn't find a good ensemble to meet regularly. So I picked up the guitar to kind of, teach myself the best I can, but I just can't see, I can't, the way I learned viola, I don't think I could learn an instrument by myself, if that makes sense. It's
no.
I need some sort of mentorship. So that being said, I've been really wanting to get guitar lessons just to kind of put my first, step out there. But you know what? Fucking Corona, man.
Oh, it hit hard.
Yeah. That was another thing about 2020. Like, I had to accept that, I don't know. Like patience is of course important, but like accepting that we are really at really just powerless in a lot of ways right now, and have been for a long time because of it.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that too much, but
I was getting heavy. We got deep here.
That's the beauty of this podcast.
Existential person, so if you ever want to just dive into that, yeah.
I always like having conversations with you. I remember like after like Magic tournaments, we'd drive back to my house and like we'd have deep conversations.
Dude, yeah. Oh, man,
those were fun. This is what happens, Angelo. This is what happens when you're not sober. You're a fucking different person. I'm kidding.
My God.
Okay, I'm kidding. Oh man, it's been a lot of fun. This has been over 2 hours though. I gotta edit this. I got like 2 hours.
We could split, man. So what I was thinking was we could split this into 2 different episodes.
I think
part 1, part 2.
Could. I mean, well, that's all up to you.
I think I'm gonna cut. There's some parts I'm gonna cut. Not these deep parts, but like I think the part where I was talking about the animal getting killed because it didn't elicit a funny enough a reaction from him. Oh
God, I was just mortified.
Yeah, no. I think I'm gonna cut that part out. Unfortunately, Angelo didn't get hard as I anticipated.
Nice try, kid. I guess.
Nice try. Yeah, nice try. I tried. I really tried.
Hey, not everyone loves the type of humor that we do, Dalen. Talk about animals being disemboweled.
It was like for me that was like anecdotal, but I don't think the anecdote it wasn't a good anecdote for some people.
It's like no, I get it. Like I found it funny because I know those people, but I also find it like kind of those fuckers are. Yeah, I don't know about D-Mon. So that's all I'm gonna say. I don't know.
I gotta bleep his name out. It's more editing.
Oh, cut this out. You're gonna cut everything out anyway.
Cut this part.
Every time I want to have an actual conversation with the group, it's like, oh shit, I gotta think about. Oh shit, we're gonna have to edit that out now.
No, I have to think about like what I'm about to say before I say it.
Yeah,
right?
Shit.
No, fuck you. That is cringy for me. I like to let my mouth run like a goddamn motor. I say something, eventually I drop like some incredibly racial terminology or in some like freaking
he's into
religious phobic shit or something. It's like
his favorite word is eugenics. He loves eugenics. It's his favorite word. He brings it up all the time.
oh Jesus, I
was
actually
about to
kind
say-
of do.
Oh my god! I was
Cut
about to
this
say
out.
that it was insensitive of me to call you out on that, but I don't
No,
know,
fucking go for it.
Like,
No, you're right. You're right to call him out. No, you know what? I always talk about this when me and Robert are together. Like our IQ, like our collective IQ, like me, him, and our friend Nick, our IQ collectively drops down to one brain cell and we pass it around.
Right?
We pass it around
Yes.
like
Yes, that is true.
factually. It's terrible. What was it? I remember we went to Odyssey in Arizona, and
the aquarium.
Yeah, the aquarium, and there was like a little butterfly exhibit. I know me and Nick we were like wheezing in the parking lot because we were talking about butterflies tickling our balls, and Danny was like looking at me. I was like, "What the? Are you guys fucking stupid?" I was like,
I missed that fucker. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Yes.
giggling.
Yeah, because you remember you made me almost like fucking pass out laughing when we first got together after the whole like summer break time difference, and I came back to Santa Fe finally.
Oh yeah, we were talking about you getting like really up on shrooms and get drunk and you puked in your fucking brother's drawer, your nephew's drawer, not your brother's.
Oh my god! Mom!
And I was just picturing him waking up in the morning hungover and just his little nephew going, "Mom!" And he was like Rob was just wheezing, just like slapping. And then we met the coolest sandwich guy on the planet.
Sandwich
guy. So we went to Jimmy John's because I love their sandwiches and I love their peppers.
They do mean sub, man.
They make a mean old sandwich. And we walk up, this guy comes up to me and he's like, yo man, what you want? What can I do for you today? I was like, yo, can I get a gargantuan? No tomatoes, peppers. He's like, you're a brave man. He already had it rung up for me to put his card, and like he made that sandwich in like 0.5 seconds. Like he was already just like talking to me. That sandwich was done. He's like, there you go, order up. And he tossed it at me. I've never had anyone toss it at me. He threw it at me, like tossed it.
He chucked it like a goddamn brick.
Like the man was Peyton Manning himself. He threw that thing at me, and I caught it, and I was like, this is the coolest guy I've ever met.
Damn.
And he was like, it goes into like passion. That guy he bought that thing. He bought that Jimmy John's recently, but he's been making sandwiches for 15 years. And he's like, some guys have different callings. Mine's making sandwiches.
It's been a long time since I've met just a savant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a real sandwich artist, not those fake pieces of shit at Subway.
An artisan. He had a calling. He was born with that. Oh man.
He's a true artisan. He's a true master of the sandwich, of the bread, of the bun.
I'm fucking bread after this.
Get hungry.
Angelo just comes up drunk. We can see he's the fucking Arizona headline. Man kills homeless group in drunk driving, and he's just like, I just wanted a sandwich. I need someone been making it for 15 years.
I had one drink. One drink. It was gone within like the first 10 minutes of the podcast.
How you feeling, man? You feeling a lot better? Were you nervous?
No. This was great. I didn't even get to talk about what I wanted to talk about.
What'd you want to talk about? You had to talk about magic.
No, we talked about a lot of things, my guy. It's great.
What did you want to talk about?
No. We'll do this offcast.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Well, here's the outro. Everyone, thank you for joining us. We had a wonderful guest here today. We had Angelo, Eunuch the Munich. Coming in. I'm gonna stop calling you Eunuch the Munich. I want to. That's my name.
Oh my god.
I was thinking about that when I was taking a shit. I was like, this is a good thing I should call him. like early in the day, like last night, I was like, after I got off league, I was sitting there smiling. I laughed myself to sleep from that joke. But anyways, thank you for joining us here today. As always, I'm Alex Dalen, and my co-host.
My name's Robbie the Doggy. Fuck it, that's all you could call me. And thank you so much. I know we had a bit of a hiatus from here, and yeah, we've been working on our own personal stuff. Again, check out Alexander Dalen. He's streaming his art. He's streaming his games.
Yeah, I stream Monday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and 7:30 to 10. This Tuesday, actually the 19th.
On Twitch?
On Twitch. Twitch.tv/CatThulu. Same thing on Instagram, CatThulu. Twitter, CatThulu.
Follow his Instagram.
And you can follow Rob on Instagram, Robbie the Doggy 69. And Island Water Dog, right?
Yes, but I don't like to say Island Water Dog. That shit's cringy. Fuck that past art. But no, you could also follow me on YouTube.
Is YouTube
which is basically Robbie the Doggy, and I'm gonna be posting up actually a review of my sketchbook. I'm gonna do something fucking different. You know, might as well. I've been doing weird shit.
And Angelo, is there anywhere you want to plug?
Yeah. No, I've been a part of a cohort developing really just a conglomerate really of multicultural testimonies about just the human experience. If you'd like to, support this project, you can definitely. Okay, I can't take it any longer. I'm completely bullshitting.
Damn, I was hoping. I was like, I knew you were lying. I knew you were lying, but I had my fingers crossed. I was like, dude, please.
Now I really want to. I think I'm onto something there. I have a Twitter account.
Plug whatever you. If you want
anything,
it's up to you. You can plug whatever you want.
Interesting, or anything. I follow musicians that I like. Hell, I haven't changed my description since 2014, and it just says YOLO ! I know you can find me at Are You Ready? AREURDY on Twitter.
I can put a link. I can do whatever.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just another plug. Right up here, because I'm editing on the screen. We're gonna go ahead and put his home address, and we're gonna put all in flashing neon letters. He likes hugs. If you
he likes unexpected hugs. Like if you find him, you got to sneak up on him. Of course.
He likes sonnets. He likes eloquent humans. So if you want to take like a really long rusty nail and just hammer into his door.
He's like salad fingers. He loves that. Oh, that rusty nail. Oh, that rusty nail.
It's flashing right now. And then also we're gonna put our addresses up there.
Dalen, how is that so beautiful? Look at all that. Holy crap, that's my address. Look at that. Dude, it's really pretty.
Isn't it beautiful? Watch that. It's gonna fly by. Wow. Whoa. There we go. Okay.
Whoa.
I'm making.
Holy fuck! Look at it. Oh, it's going too fast. It's going too fast. Okay, it's gone.
Okay, bye, guys. Have a good night.
Okay, bye, everyone.